So you don't need to be face down in the mud with a dog licking your face to realise that every day, with everything that happens to you, you have a choice. You can deliberately choose whether things are a good thing, or they're an okay thing, or they're an opportunity that can propel you in your future. So now it's your turn. Let's have a look at some examples and see where you can make some choices for yourself. It's good to have a look and see what things are you doing on autopilot. When are you just reacting automatically? When things have become such a habit, you're so used to doing things the same way that you just keep having the same reaction over and over again. And you don't particularly like that reaction, but that's what you're used to. And when are you actually making deliberate choices about what you want and what outcomes you want to get? When you know that, when you can see when you're on autopilot and when you're making deliberate choices, then you can decide what you want to let go of and what beliefs and what responses you want to keep and you want to continue. So let's have a look at some examples and see if we can decide. What if your teenage child disagrees with everything you say? Has anyone ever had that experience? Yep. What might be some autopilot responses to this incident?
Argue back.
Argue back? Any others?
Yelling, raving.
And what kind of outcome do you get from arguing and yelling and ranting and raving?
More rebellion.
More rebellion. Yes. So when we get more rebellion, what do we then do?
Get harder.
Yes, we yell louder. We rant more. So we get on a cycle of continuing the rebellion, the yelling, the rebellion, the yelling getting worse and worse and worse. We try harder and harder and harder and get locked into that pattern. So we're stuck in an autopilot response. What's a response that we could deliberately choose in that situation?
Ignore.
Ignore the behaviour.
Yep.
Yes? What else?
Discuss it calmly.
Yes, you can try discussing calmly with your teenager.
Have a bit of space first, maybe.
Yes, have some space until you've settled down, and then you can decide what's my deliberate choice. What outcome do I want from this? What action can I take that will produce that? Yes. Any others?
I always do a bow with mine.
Do a bow?
Yep. A namaste bow, and she just goes, oh, I've lost again.
Okay, so there's some great strategies where a deliberate choice is made about how you'll respond in that situation. What about if you get made redundant? What's a typical autopilot response to something like this happening in your life, this kind of setback?
To panic.
Panic? Mm-hmm.
Blame the organisation or anybody else that you can think of.
Yes. Blaming everyone else?
Feel hopeless and useless.
Mm-hmm. Yes. So we might start to internalise and think, no one wants me, I'm no good, I won't find another job. Mm-hmm.
Or rush out and get another job quickly, whether it's what you want or not.
Mm-hmm. Yes. So it's a reaction, a quick reaction. What could be some deliberate choices that you might make in that situation?
To step back and reassess where you want to go from here.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Do some networking, find
Yes.
out what options there are.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Take time to spend with the family while you're looking.
Absolutely. So you can use the fact that you're made redundant as an opportunity to spend more time with your family.
Prepare your home.
Prepare your home, yes. Do all of the things that you haven't done for many years and you've been wanting to get to. Or take the time to reassess and decide, well, what do I really want to do? So in actual fact, becoming redundant can be a great opportunity to create the career you've always wanted or to reconnect with your family. This setback actually becomes an opportunity. What if your relationship is tired? What might be an autopilot response?
Catwoman.
Catwoman? You become the cat lady. Any others?
Make unreasonable demands.
Yes. So you try to make the other person change? Yes? Any more?
Blame them, not me, it's them.
Yes? Yes? So generally our autopilot responses are negative. What are some deliberate choices that we could make in that situation?
Date night.
Have a date night. What else?
Discussion.
Yeah.
Spend some time in discussion, yes.
You talk and be honest about how you feel and why.
Mm.
Both of you, you know.
Yes. So have a real conversation together and open up together. Any others?
Put extra effort into something that they really enjoy and you do the same.
Okay, so rediscover the things that each other enjoys. What are some of the potential outcomes from doing those kinds of things you've talked about?
Happy?
Being happy?
Understand each other better.
Both parties are making the effort to meet.
Yes, so you've got a better connection. So again, you can have a better relationship than you had when you first started. You can actually strengthen the relationship. You could spend many, many years in a tired relationship and feel just slightly miserable, but it's bearable and you can keep going. Or you can take some deliberate choices and have something better than you ever had before.
Because they may not even know.
That's right.
They're not tired.
Yes, yes. So you have a much more honest and open relationship as well. Okay. So now it's your turn. For the rest of today, you have the opportunity to make some deliberate choices and to identify when you're actually acting on autopilot. So when you go through today, have a check and see what's happening. For example, when someone asks you, how are you? What do you respond? Is it an autopilot response and you're not even really sure what you say? Or is it a deliberate response that makes a connection with the other person? If a friend lets you down or if your partner lets you down, what's your autopilot response? What's another deliberate choice you could make in that situation? If you drop beetroot on your white blouse at lunch today, how are you going to react? What's your autopilot response? What's another deliberate response to that setback that can turn it into an opportunity? What if you make a mistake? What's your auto response to yourself? And what's a deliberate choice in that situation that could actually use that mistake to create an even better life than you had before that? So now it's over to you. To finish, I've left you 2 gifts, and you can see on your chair there are 2 cards there for you. One of the cards is a picture of a sloth and the other is a picture of the bug. And those cards are to remind you that every day, everything that happens to you, you have a choice. You can choose either one. It's entirely up to you. You just have the chance to deliberately decide what you want to happen for you. The other gift is the one that you give yourself. And that's that split second when you realise that you have a choice. You can choose what belief you want. You can let go of the beliefs you don't want. And when you do that, you can create opportunities and benefits that you never dreamed of out of what you used to call problems.